Hey, it's Erin. I'm here at Tallgrass Film Festival in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm here with Stephen Loring, a filmmaker who is here to hopefully talk about his film.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am. Film is called The Age of Love, and it's a documentary that follows the story of 30, 70 to 90-year-olds who go to a speed dating event, a very unique speed dating event in search of new relationships, new companionships. And the movie is kind of asked the question, what are our hearts and desires at the other end of life, and what don't we really think about and know about when it comes to love as we age? Does the heart change over a lifetime, or does it stay the same? My dad had passed away. My mom was nearing 70. She was alone after like an amazing soulmate relationship all her life, without touch, without a hug, without somebody to share a meal with, and kind of struggling with who she was now. And the same year, my 78-year-old uncle, who had spent his entire life living alone, never married, never dated, as far as we knew, suddenly met a woman who was 80, a couple years older than him. And they locked the bedroom door, and we didn't see him much again. It was like they were in high school. They're kind of inseparable. They're always holding hands, their heads together, talking. And I was stunned. I never imagined he was interested or capable. I don't know what. It was just we were watching this like with amazement that somebody at that age who had never gone through that experience in life was still, ready to go. And I thought there's a lot of stuff going on out there in the hearts of older adults that our society is just, they're beyond that. They're not interested in that. Or, oh, isn't that cute? They're like old people. Like, and I thought I could see it wasn't really true. Ageism is rampant in our society. It's media is controlled obviously by youth and youthful interests, and if you're age defying makeups and look younger and feel younger, and it's kind of the last taboo that to be old and celebrate it or acknowledge it in any way. I don't know. It's politically correct still to make fun of old people. I mean, even in the movie, because I recorded a lot of stuff. At the beginning of the movie, there's two DJs on the local radio station who were talking about it, and they go, "Oh, isn't that cute?" And it's just that's a joke. That's a valid joke
Yeah.
today.
And then to think about that, you said that your uncle was ready to go, and I assume that you mean sexually as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so does your film address that?
It's a really funny story, first of all, because well, here's what it does. It follows the event, which is the centerpiece of the movie, from the time people sign up. I was kind of embedded with the whole thing, through their preparations and into the event. Then I individually film while they're all opening their results envelopes, and then I follow three couples out on their first dates to see what that looks like, from people who haven't probably done that in quite a while. So it doesn't go into the bedroom exactly, but we hear what people are thinking about and how they're, where their mind is in terms of what they still want. And a lot of them talk very openly about, I just want a hot, sexy guy. I want somebody to come up behind me and like hold me or touch my neck when I'm doing dishes, or call me because, just because they're thinking of me. I mean, the thoughts don't change.
Yeah. That's absolutely so sweet. And I like that you said that, that they do talk about what they would like physically, because as we know, I don't know if the general audience does know actually, that there's plenty of research that supports that people don't really quit ever wanting to have sex. Like, we might have a sexual prime, but just because you're older doesn't mean that you necessarily lose your libido.
Just because you're older doesn't mean you necessarily change who you are. I think that's what the movie finally
definitely
reveals. There's a famous quote. Doris Lessing, I think, said it, that the great secret old people share is that our bodies change, but we don't change at all. And the assumption is your skin changes, your hair is thinner or turning gray, you're a different person. And the people start to self-stereotype themselves based on what society tells them to.
Mm.
So people feel, well, it's not available, it's not appropriate, and they deny what they're feeling. So one idea of having a documentary made about this event is to reveal that people um, who watch it and see other people, 70, 80 years old still doing this. They at screenings, I mean, we've been screening all over the world now. They feel empowered to say, "Oh, like I don't have to give up. Like that's opportunity is out there still." So that's kind of the message of if there's a message to it, it's funny and touching, but the message is that you don't have to give up. You can still be who you are and who you want to be. My mom says that all the time. She says, I haven't changed. Like, I'll get up in the morning and feel like, I can do anything. Like, let's do this and let's go there. And she'll look in the mirror in the bathroom and say, who is that older lady? And she'll go, wait a minute. Like, what happened? Like, how did I get there?
So it sounds like your film really reaches to all ages.
Yeah.
Something that young people can enjoy, to say this is where I'm going and I don't have to be ashamed of getting old, and older people can look at it and say this is something that I don't have to worry about, and I shouldn't be worried about people looking at me and judging me for dating at an older age.
There's a lot of movies I love about aging, but this to me is a movie about love, so it's a little bit of a different twist. It's not like, look at those cool older people who can still high jump, or that still drive a cab, or musicians.
Definitely.
It's everybody is still. And when people, baby boomers, see it, they all come up afterwards and say, well, I'm looking at these people up on the screen, but I'm really thinking about my own future, because I'm probably going to live pretty long today. It's not like people live now to 100 years old pretty frequently, in their 90s for sure, and I may be alone, so that could be me. And teenagers and 20 somethings, we screened it at high schools, and they come up and say, I'm never going to look at my grandmother the same way again. So it's like every generation, knowing what the search for love is about, has a take on what they see in this film, which is cool.
How can other people watch your film? When will this be available for the general public? Because it sounds like something that I think everyone should be seeing. You should go out and watch this movie. How can we follow you on social media, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, please do. We have a Facebook page, The Age of Love Movie, on our Twitter, Age of Love Movie. We're right now screening around, actually, we're in Russia. This is the interesting thing. We're in Russia this week, from Moscow to Novosibirsk, translated into Russian. We're opening in Brazil in 2 weeks, translated
really
to
worldwide.
Portuguese. I'm going to London for our UK premiere next month.
Will they be translating it into British English
into
there?
British English.
Yeah.
Hello. But I've been interviewed by magazines in India and Japan. So the cool thing is that it's not just a suburban American tale. It has resonance all over the world. It's really, people are getting older everywhere. The world is aging, and we haven't figured out what that means yet. We're still working on assumptions from generations before, when people retire at 65, have a few golden years. But now it's a new world, and this is kind of starting a conversation like everywhere, which is, I mean, documentary film, you can make 20 films over a career and never get like something that hasn't been seen before, with an audience so ready to hear the story. So in terms of what I'm doing next, and I'm just gonna ride this for a while and meet audiences. So it will be probably another year before hopefully we'll be on national TV, and then streaming and Netflix and all the rest. But it's a cool ride.
Well, 1 year will be here very fast. So we'll keep you posted. And when your film is available for everyone, hopefully we can share that. And at least if you follow my page, I will definitely share it, because this is a topic very near and dear to my heart. And I'm so happy to have met you. So enjoy the rest of your festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you.